showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Reese. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Baylor's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Power football with the run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Finn. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have its first possession of the game. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
The play action fake. That's caught. It's Hayden. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down. They'll
go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Grabs it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 72 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Finn. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the quarterback.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bears!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. A low line drive and short kick. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
This offense set up with a second and short. He's looking to throw. And he intercepts it. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, they go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Getting some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On the run, it's Hayden. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. To the air. It's Finn. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give out of the gun. Plows through the defense.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's looking for an open man on second down. It's complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter. Fair catch called for and made. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what...
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to pass. It's Finn. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On second down, wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Richardson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, that play right there shows me the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided it.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. One more snap coming before halftime. Use the play fake, now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. The expressway is wide open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
To the air, it's Sanders. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll go back to the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Buffaloes are marching down the field. Handoff to the lone back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bears in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
On the run, it's Richardson.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Might as well stick with him. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. It'll be a draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The option look. He'll toss it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. First down to start the drive after the break. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Finn. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make the play.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Bears want to crank the tempo. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air. It's Finn. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And he's dragged down.
And I think it's go time now at this point in the game if you're on offense, because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one and get you the score?
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. The astronauts just shocked the world. They proved that they are battle-tested and ready for all challenges after going on the road and pulling out a massive win. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Finn. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Baldwin. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Pulls it in. It's Richardson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baldwin. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Brings up second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Finn. Throws to the wideout. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm